Well, hello everyone, this is Mohammad Badruddin and today I am going to start a new module from Web Security Academy, and that module belongs to server-side topic or server-side vulnerabilities. The topic name is SQL injection attack, and this is going to be the lab number 1. So before going to describe this, disclaimer or warning as always for you, this video and its contents are only for educational purpose and I do not support any unethical or illegal act. That's been said, the question arises, what is SQL injection attack? So as we all know that any application, web application or mobile application, those applications also contain some databases. It is not mandatory, but the applications most of the time contains the database in the backend, and through the application, whenever we wants to access any data, we actually call query from the database through the application. So as input, application will ask, okay, what you want to search. We suppose that we say, okay, we want to search pets product or any other product. Then that information take out your input, whatever you enter the value, and put that value into a SQL query, and that query is executed on the database give the information of that query to the application, and on the front end you will get that information showing whatever you asked for. Here is a chance of vulnerability. So what is SQL injection? SQL injection attack consists of injection a SQL query via the input data from the client to the web application. A successful SQL injection exploits can read sensitive data. Threat actor can also modify the data or delete the data by executing the insert, update and delete queries. So not only up to that, even if the database or the application is misconfigured, even a threat actor can execute the system commands through the database. Fine. So as you can see here, I will highly recommend you guys to read and understand the concept because it is very good. So this is basically attack on confidentiality, integrity and availability, because the availability also depends on confidentiality and integrity. So confidentiality is an assurance that your data or secret data cannot be read by any unauthorized party, but in SQL injection attack, basically a threat actor or attacker will access your data which is unauthorized for that attacker, right? So there are examples of SQL injection like retrieving the hidden data, subverting application logics, union attacks, examining the database, and blind SQL injection. I will come to that point on blind SQL injection later, as whenever we will solve the lab which belongs to the blind SQL injection. But now we will solve the lab number 1, which is retrieving hidden data. So without wasting time, this is the lab: SQL injection vulnerability in where clause allowing retrieval of hidden data. So I already open up the lab. First of all, I'm going to see the agenda. This lab contains an SQL injection vulnerability in the product category filter. When the user selects a category, the application carries out a SQL query like the following. So whenever we are going to access any category from this application, shopping site application, suppose we choose corporate gifts, food and drinks gifts, so it is going to execute a query which is similar like this. So select star means show all the things, show all the rows from this product table where the category is equal to gifts and release equal to 1. Release equal to 1 means if suppose that I go to gifts category, so it is only showing us 3 products, right? And these 3 products are released by this application, right? But maybe there are other products too, those are unreleased. So I want to show that data which is hidden. So released equal to 1 means the products, those are released. So, and this value is hard coded in the backend coding, and here we only choose gifts. So whatever category we choose from here, it is going to put the value in the parameter category which is equal to gift, and then this value will be submitted on the select query, this SQL query. Fine. If we choose food and drinks, so the category will be food and drinks. So now how this query works. Suppose there is a table named as users, and inside this table there are different fields or rows like username, password, email, phone numbers, credit card number, credit card pin. So whenever through the application, whenever we want to access any information of these from the users table, so we will execute a query like select star from users, fine, and colon. That means show me all the rows or show me all the fields information, all the information from the users table. But if we want to specify, or if we want to only access few of them, few fields among them, so we will specify like this. So select star, instead of in star we will specify username comma password from users table. So that will only show us the username and password from the user table, and rest of the data will not be shown. Fine. Now if we want to put some conditions like select username comma password from users where username is equal to, let's say, ND. So there is a huge difference between all these queries. That will show us the whole data inside the users table. It will show us all the users name and passwords inside the users table, and this query will show us only data of the end user. We can also put a query like this. Suppose username is equal to ND, show me username, password, and we can say credit card number from the users table where username is equal to ND, and email is equal to, let's say, in the single quote or in the double quote, single quote, let's say, okay, email is equal to ND at anything.com, right? So it will show us the username, password, and the credit card number only if these conditions are true. Means the username is ND and the password and the email is ND at anything.com. Same like this, what happened here, we are calling any product if the category we are calling any product from the products table if the category name is gifts and it is released. Fine. So what we will do here, only 3 products, right? So we will play a bit with this query. So let's try to do something else. Let's delete this and hit enter. So that means what we are doing, we are taking out this. That means show me all the products from the products table where category is equal to nothing, but it is released. So because the category is nothing, that's why it's not showing us any product, right? But what if I try this? So this is actually invalid syntax because we are not inserting any value. Instead, we are inserting a single quote. So if we do like this and hit enter, so it will give us internal server error. And once we see this kind of error, okay, or we will see a syntax error, MySQL syntax error, that means this application is most probably this application is vulnerable to SQL injection attack. Fine. So what we will do is, now let's say add comment. Comment means this part now is not a part of this query. Fine. So we will try to actually form a structure where we can inject our query or malicious query. Fine. So when we put comment could be double dash or comment could be hash. It depends on which database is used by the application in the backend, right? So now let's try this. Try this. In the backend, the query will be like this. Select star from products where category is equal to nothing and rest of the query is not a part now. Fine. So hit enter and you will see this time the application, instead of giving us error, it is not showing any error but not also showing us any product. Why? Because the query is saying that select products from the category where category value is nothing. Copy, come here, paste that, and here or released equals to 1. Now this query is doing something else. So copy this, come here, not whole, just put this value up to here. Copy, come here between this, put that here, hit enter, and as you can see, it is showing us all the values, all the products, those are released. Fine. If I say, because there is no category name, that means it is not getting any category, but there are two conditions. If I say or, so there are two conditions. So if this condition is true or this condition is true, if any of these conditions are true, it will gonna show us the result. But instead of or, if we say and, that means both conditions must be true. But here there is only one condition true, another condition is false. Why? Because we are not inserting any category name, so it is not showing us any product. Fine. Now go back, make it or, and instead of 1, let's say 0, and we will see what happened. So 0 means unreleased. Fine. 1 means show us only the released product, and if I say release equal to 0 means unreleased product, and unreleased product are hidden products. So we solve the lab in that way. Another way you can solve, like you can also insert 1 is equal to 1. So because we are using or means any of these condition is true, it is going to show us the result. So this condition is false because we are not passing any category, but second condition is true because 1 is always equal to 1. So hit enter. Now let's apply this on a single category. Let's say gift. As you can see, only 3 products are available, but if I do something like this, or 1 equal to 1 and rest of the query must be commented, and hit enter, and now as you can see, all the hidden products are there. If I try and, so there is now it is showing only the category, only from the gift category, right? Before it was showing us the all products, those are hidden like this. All the products, those are hidden and released or unreleased. But if I say and, that means the category must be gifts and 1 is equal to 1. So both conditions are true, but only in the gift category. So hit enter, and there are 4 products. These 3 products are already released and this one is unreleased. Fine. So that is the thing. I hope you understand the concept. If you have any query, please put your query in the comment section. See you in the next video. Bye.